So a particle is launched on an inclined plane. So it's initially launched in this direction. So it's like if you take this as x, then it's launched in the y direction. So it starts to go on a path like this. Now it's given that the friction coefficient is tan alpha, where alpha is the angle of the inclined plane. So we need to find the velocity of the disk as a function of angle phi, where phi is what the velocity vector makes with the x-axis. So what is the velocity as a function of phi? We need to find if initial velocity is v0 in y direction and the angle of inclination is alpha and friction coefficient is tan alpha. So I'm sure question is perfectly clear now. So let's solve it now. So at some instant its velocity is v and it's given that this angle is phi. So that's what we need to find. So let's write the forces on it in the plane itself. So not perpendicular to the plane, but in the plane. So in the plane it will have two forces. One is frictional force that is opposite to the velocity, and one is gravitational force that will be towards x direction. So resultant of these two forces will eventually give the acceleration to this acceleration to this particle. So we'll write the forces in x direction and we'll write the forces in this direction, tangential direction. Because in tangential direction we'll get a term of v, and when we do in the direction of x, we will get a term of phi. So that's how we are going to relate v and phi by doing f is equal to ma in this direction, tangential direction, and in x direction. So let's do one by one. So fk is equal to k mg cos alpha is equal to mg sin alpha, and fg is equal to mg sin alpha. So now this should be a tangential. So a tangential along this line, so it will be dv by dt, and that will be fg cos phi minus fk. So fg and fk values we'll put here and we'll get this. Now ax, so in x direction we'll do again f is equal to ma, so that will be fg minus fk cos phi. So again we'll put the value of fg and fk and we'll get this. So we see that at and ax, they just have a minus sign, difference of negative sign, that's all. So that's what we'll do. At is equal to minus ax, which means du by dt is equal to minus dvx by dt, which gives integral of dv is equal to minus integral of dvx. Now limits. So limits of the tangential velocity. So initial tangential velocity was v0 and finally it is v. So limits of v will be v0 to v, and vx. So initially you can see vx is 0 and finally vx is v cos phi. So limits will be 0 to v cos phi. So we do that and we will get our answer v as a function of phi.